Jaylo,
Yes.
I have been reading more of The Devil's Candy, which we talked about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting. So I remember watching a biography on Tom Hanks back in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
And that's where I found out about the book because it mentioned Bonfire of the Vanities.
Yep.
But it was making it seem like in the biography that he came off across as really bad in the book.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting that sense at all.
That who's coming across bad in the book?
Well, okay, it's in the biography I saw of Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
They were having people on it implying, or at least this is how my memory is remembering it, how my brain is remembering it, rather, is that he came off bad in the book.
Really?
Yeah, but that's not the sense I'm getting from reading it.
Okay.
He comes off pretty normal. The only kind of shady thing is near the beginning of the making of the movie when he was auditioning with Uma Thurman, and instead of just telling Brian De Palma that he didn't want her in the movie, he went to the studio heads and said that.
Right, okay.
So you could say, okay, maybe that's a little bit suspect, but that's one thing.
That's only one thing that you saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the book so far.
Okay.
But Melanie Griffith seems like she's just this complete ditzy lady who doesn't even have a sense of reality. Same with Bruce Willis.
Wow. And this, of course, is the telling from a person who was the director of this movie.
No, Brian De Palma did not write a book about this movie. It's some lady wrote it. I forget her name.
Oh, okay. I was assuming that Brian De Palma wrote it.
No, because he doesn't come across looking that good either.
Oh, okay. So a lot of characters, a lot of the celebrities in the book don't look so great.
Well, De Palma doesn't come across as looking like a horrible human being.
Yeah.
He's just sort of distant.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was reading this morning, it was talking about Bruce Willis was filming a scene.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was with Alan King. And he started to give the actors direction.
Wow.
Which is kind of bad if you're an actor and not directing the movie.
Yeah.
Because that's the director's job.
Right.
So Brian De Palma called him outside for a minute and they had a conversation about the scene.
Yeah.
Then he, seemingly took into account some of Bruce Willis's complaints.
Yeah.
That same day, he was having lunch with Steven Spielberg, Brian De Palma. And they talked about the issues with Bruce Willis. So it's kind of interesting stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then Melanie Griffith got like a breast job done but when she had some time off in the making of the movie.
Oh, wow.
Which can be very bad because it's like there's not continuity in that sense because scenes and films are shot out of order. So like if you see a scene later in the movie and she has smaller breasts.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they're bigger.
Or they're bigger earlier on in the movie.
Bigger earlier on, yeah.
Yeah. They didn't talk about the continuity part, but I mean they mentioned it, but they didn't, say it the same way I just said.
Right.
So it's interesting stuff. How do you feel about this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean I guess in some ways I can kind of understand that she would come off as being sort of ditzy because she seemed that way in Now and Then, the grown-up teenie.
She did.
Who knows? I mean, that could just be the perception of the author of the book. I don't know. I don't know the lady. She could be a nice lady, but maybe she is really dingy. I don't know. Dingy. Yeah.
Her career went downhill.
Yeah, I haven't heard about her in anything lately. The last thing I heard that she and Antonio Banderas, her second husband, divorced.
Oh, no, that's her fourth husband.
That's her fourth husband?
I believe so, because she was married to Don Johnson in the 70s.
I knew that, yeah.
They got divorced. Yep. She married some other guy. They split up.
Yeah.
She remarried Don Johnson, and after their last marriage, I believe is when she married.
So actually it was 3 marriages if you think about it, because if she remarried her first
husband, you can make the argument that he's her third husband, but it's the 4th marriage, I want to say.
That's insane.
Yes.
I don't get it. So I've been hearing about actresses getting married over and over again, like like Jennifer Lopez got married already 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's possible she may get married again, although I don't know if she's engaged to Ben Affleck, which I don't know if that's a good idea because they both had their issues. So it's so odd. It's so odd. I would not want to. That's exactly why I wouldn't want to be in Hollywood, because everything would be scrutinized, including my relationships.
I think it would be a lot of fun being a movie star. Now, it's also work that we don't always see because there's being committed to a project. There's all the promotion that goes around it.
Yeah.
But I think there would be a lot of enjoyable stuff that could come from it.
Well, that's kind of what people would say, like, about artsy people, and that artsy people don't have a lot of struggles, right?
Yeah.
But they don't get it.
But I'm talking about being like a Tom Hanks level movie star. Like, I know that I'm not one of those people who says, oh, I wish I could have that life. I bet they don't really do anything. Yes, it's work.
It is work.
I get it. It's a lot of work, but there's also fun stuff that comes along with it as well.
I don't know. I've been hearing horror stories about people killing themselves because it was too much, or they were so lonely that they felt like they had all this stuff but no friends. Or they were going from one relationship after the other because it's just been failing. I mean, look at Tom Cruise. He's got a lot of money, but he's got some failed relationships.
Yeah, but now obviously I'm a little bit biased because I'm reading this book, but I could say look at Tom Hanks. Yes, he's on his second marriage, but he's been married to his second wife.
He's on his second marriage?
Yeah, to Rita Wilson.
Who was he married to before?
Some lady who I don't know her name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he's been married to Rita Wilson since like the late 80s. You know.
But Tom Hanks is an exception.
Okay.
Right?
And I don't know what he's like in real life. I get the
Hanks,
sense that he's a cool guy, but you never know.
Tom Hanks is an exception.
Okay.
I mean, no, a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, I shouldn't say that. There are some people that get remarried after their second wife or second husband, and they just keep going from relationship to relationship to relationship, never being satisfied with just one relationship. I don't know. I just think that there are better things to do than be a Hollywood superstar.
Of course there is. You could come up with a cure for cancer. You could discover a path to an alternative reality, if that's the thing.
You know,
but,
I'm just not, 20 plus years ago, I think I would have been starstruck with Hollywood. I was starstruck with Hollywood, and now it doesn't seem so great anymore.
I hear you, and I agree with you. I'm not starstruck from Hollywood, but if I had the opportunity to relive my life as a movie star at a super high level, not just like B-list celebrity, but Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise famous, hell yeah, I would do it.
I don't think so. Oh. I think you would hate it.
I don't know, babes.
I think you would. I've just been hearing horror stories like of people that are saying, if they had their own way, they wouldn't have been so famous.
And they keep making these big movies, even though if they had their own way.
Well, like I said, I mean, famous people are just as fickle as anybody else.
Yeah, it's easy to say that when you're having a rough day, but how many of these actors really stick to it?
I don't know. I just think that acting in Hollywood is so overrated. Now, I think it's so
overrated. It is overrated, but it also pays you a lot of money and opens many different doors.
But what if, okay, think about this, though. An A-list celebrity, and they do a show.
Yeah.
What if that show gets canceled? They're unemployed again. And then they have to ask they have to ask their agent to help them find another gig. And it doesn't seem like, I don't know. It doesn't seem very stable. If I thought about it enough, it doesn't seem as stable as it seems like it to everybody else.
And obviously, I'm giving you the fantasy version of this, right? Like I'm picking somebody like Tom Hanks, who's he's had some failures, but he's been near or at
Steve Martin.
Yeah, near or at the top of his game for 30 plus years. I think Tom Hanks is more famous than Steve Martin, although I think Steve Martin is more creative than Tom Hanks.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tom Hanks is really like one of the exceptions to the rule, but that's the type of famous I would want to be, where you could just get work whenever you want to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just, okay, so here's an example that,
What's up?
and this is how I really came to the conclusion that an acting job is not always a stable one. Kristen Chenoweth was on a show called Pushing Daisies.
Yeah,
and
it's
we talked
almost a
about
never stable one. Go ahead.
Bubs, are you gonna listen?
Yes, go ahead. Kristen Chenoweth, Pushing Daisies. Hi. Sorry, go ahead. I'm listening, babes. Keep going.
Okay, so that show got canceled. I heard it was good. I didn't really watch it.
Okay.
But I heard it was a hit, but it got canceled, or at least it was a hit to some people. It got canceled, and I don't know if she was joking, but she said, okay, well, I'm unemployed again, so if anybody has an acting gig that I might be needed on, then let me know. I actually heard her say that on television.
But there's a difference between being a working actress and an A-list movie star. Like, she's not A-list. She's definitely more famous than I am, for sure. But she's not A-list.
She was more known on the Broadway circuit.
Right.
She was more known as a she was known for being in musicals.
Exactly, but that doesn't make her an A-list celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, if she came to Portland and walked down the streets...
How would you know that, though? Because you're not her.
You think that she's an A-list celebrity? You think that she's as famous as Tom Cruise?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't rate them. I mean, maybe she is more of a B-list celebrity. I don't know, but she definitely is famous.
She's famous, but she's not A-list celebrity, is what I'm trying to tell you. And there's a difference.
Really?
Yes. Because when you get...
And according to Rick, she isn't an A-list celebrity. I'm just saying she's a lot more well-known than Kathy Griffin is, I think.
Yeah, but she's less known than Tom Hanks is by a huge margin.
I don't know, but she's been involved in a lot of stuff.
A lot of people have been involved with a lot of stuff, babes. But
that doesn't make her less of an actress just because...
It doesn't make her less of an actress. I'm not talking about her ability. I'm talking about her fame and financial level. But no, it doesn't. It's not a reflection on the work.
Okay, so
but it's a reflection on the type of lifestyle.
Okay. According to Rick, what would make you think that an actor or an actress was an A-list celebrity?
Well, one, I would ask how many hit movies have they been in, and two, I would, and this isn't necessarily connected, but it does help. How many Oscars does this person have, or how many Oscars has this person been nominated for? But first and foremost, it starts with how many hit movies has this person starred or co-starred in?
We are forgetting too, because there are A-list celebrities that are in the soap opera world, not just the movie world. There are A-list celebrities that are also in the TV world. So you're also forgetting that too.
Okay.
It's not just
how many successful shows, and that's a good point. How many successful shows has this person starred on? Not been a guest star, not had a supporting role, but actually been the lead of.
And some of these actors and actresses have done quite a number of voice acting work. Another indication is, can this person walk down the street without being mobbed by lots of fans, right?
I believe Kristen Chenoweth was on The West Wing as a supporting character.
Yes, she was.
And she had a supporting role on BoJack Horseman. But she could walk down the street.
Yeah, but how would you know that? You're just a layperson.
Okay.
How would you know that? I'm just saying, you can't just assume that she is not well known just because you haven't seen her in a lot of stuff.
I'm not saying she's not well known, but there's a difference between...
No, I'm just saying though, she may be more of an A-lister than you think she is.
All right, I'll ask you two questions. You're like, well, I don't want
to answer it.
All right.
I think we're going on
because I'm about to really prove my point.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, then I can ask.
No.
It's trying to tickle me. I don't like being tickled. Squeezing my knock. Give me a kiss.
Okay. Does that hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Maybe it'll try to break it up a little bit.
Oh my goodness. What was the last hit movie that Kristen Chenoweth was a star in? Not supporting, but starred in.
Not supporting.
She was the lead actress.
Not supporting. I'm trying to think now because I don't know. That's a good question. I can't answer that. A lot of them she was supporting.
Okay,
but I don't. Again, there are. I haven't seen all of her movies, so I don't know.
What about TV shows? What was the last hit TV show that she starred in that revolved around her?
Okay, Pushing Daisy. She didn't. She was in a show called GCB that I did not watch.
I said hit.
I know. I'm trying to tell you, Bubs.
Oh my goodness. I'm proving my point, babes.
I'm gonna keep this boy in line, everybody. He's being a bad boy.
No,
ow. Okay. Your nails hurt.
Oh, sorry. Give me a kiss.
No.
All right. Well then.
Hey, that's not right.
Do you want to give me a kiss for the tickle truce?
Okay. Your nails hurt.
All right. Give me a kiss. Ouch. I love you, babes. Don't squeeze my nose.
Okay, well, then backed up then.
I'm just asking questions. You do get triggered pretty easily.
It's called being frustrated. I
still love you. I think I love you. And you can learn to accept criticism, too. We were debating this morning, babes. Alcohol.
Do we have to go here? We've talked about this before, by the way.
Oh, have we?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
We really have, actually.
Oh, we don't have to talk about that then. Jaylo.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, babes. Yes.
Yes, we have talked about it.
Well, good.
Okay, so I will agree. I don't know of any movies or shows that she has starred in, but I disagree because, by you saying that she can walk down the street, I would disagree with you on that. I don't think she can walk down the street.
I think that's one indicator of whether or not somebody's an A-list celebrity.
Well, okay, so if you don't think she's an A-list celebrity, I think you should look her up and see what else she's been in.
I'm not saying that she hasn't done good work. I'm not saying that she isn't well known, but there's a difference between being well known and being an A-list celebrity. What's a good example I could give you of this?
What about Madonna?
Well, Madonna used to be an A-list celebrity, but she's not anymore. Oh, I know. Walter Matthau. He was a famous guy. Do you think he was an A-list celebrity?
I don't know.
Okay, babes.
Maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't rate them.
I'm just telling you, babes. I do.
I don't rate them. And who gave you the authority to rate these people?
Well, babes, I have been reading about film and television since I was a teenager.
That doesn't mean that you're an authority on, or an expert on who's an A-lister or not. I'm just saying.
Well, okay. I would think I know a little bit about this.
You may know because you've done research and you're a film buff, but that doesn't mean that you have the authority to rate these people. That's all I'm saying.
No, but I have certain standards. So no. Let me explain this to you. There's a difference between saying this person does horrible work, they suck as an actress. I wouldn't say that.
So it has to be according to Rick's standards that they're A-list people.
But it's sort of accepted standards. What have they led that's a success? Not just been a supporting actor or actress in, but what have they led that's made a lot of money?
Wow, are you saying that not only are you a film snob, but you're an actor and actress snob too?
I'm not, because it's not a judgment on the work at all.
No.
But we were talking about A-list versus other celebrities.
What my question is, what gives you the authority to rate these people, even though, number one, you're not in the Hollywood world, and number two, you only know what you've read about and what you've seen?
Because it's based on simple standards, babes. It's based on standards. If you go to a movie executive and ask them, Kristen Chenoweth, should she be the star of a $200 million film? Of course they're going to say no.
Yeah, I don't believe that, Bubs. I'm just saying, Bubs, you don't really have the right to rate these people.
Listen, I have good standards, and
Really.
I'm just telling you what it is.
According to you, you've got good standards.
That she is not going to lead a production of any $200 million films. Now, maybe she could co-star. Maybe she could be a supporting actress.
Yeah, but you're just basing it on what you saw. so far. You're just basing it on what you've seen, what you've heard, and I don't know. Who knows? She might star in her own movie. Maybe star in her own show. I don't know.
Her own movie, that could be like a $500 movie. I'm talking about a big studio produced film.
I'm just saying it doesn't have to be up to your standards.
No, you're getting the work confused.
I'm not getting the work confused.
Okay.
I'm not getting the work confused at all. I understand what you mean by the work.
Okay.
I'm just saying, by judging by, because they haven't starred in a movie and it wasn't a hit movie, or starring in a show and it wasn't a hit show, I don't know that you have the right to categorize them as A-list or B-listers.
Absolutely. Because that's how studio executives do it.
But you're not a studio exec.
Right, but I'm somebody who knows how to think like a studio exec.
You're not a studio exec, Bubs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, aren't they already rated?
Yeah, but ratings can change.
Ugh, Bubs.
What?
You're driving me nuts.
I'm making too much sense here.
No, you're not making sense at all.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Christina Ricci.
Yeah?
I love Christina Ricci.
She's
we
great.
know this.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
She is great.
She is not an A-list celebrity.
And why not? Wasn't she starring in her... Well, I know it was an independent movie, but she starred in a couple of them.
I love independent movies, but I'm talking about Hollywood standards. She has to star in a movie that makes over $500 million in these days. And she has to do a couple of those. And even then, it's a little bit suspect. She has...
Well, okay. Let's compare her to somebody. Let's compare her to Sally Field.
Yeah.
Sally Field's been acting a lot longer than she has. Mm-hmm. Do you think Sally Field is an A-lister?
I would say Sally Field is firmly in the B-list category.
Okay, and why?
When was the last time she was in a super successful movie? I believe maybe one of the Spider-Man films, but she wasn't the lead of it. You have to consistently be the lead of big budget films to be considered an A-list.
I know Soap Dish wasn't the best movie, but it was hilarious, and she was one of the lead characters.
I agree with you, but Soap Dish is also like 30-something years old. I'm not saying she wasn't an A-list celebrity at one point, but I'm saying, is she an A-list celebrity today? I would say no.
Well, and then there's, she was also in Brothers and Sisters, and she was one of the main characters in that show. I didn't really watch much of it, but that was a big hit for a while.
Yes, she's firmly in the B-list. She's more famous than Kristen Chenoweth, though.
I still don't agree with that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how you, as a layperson that reads a lot of film things and sees a lot of films, can automatically rate these people based on
okay,
based on that.
When an actor is going out to get hired to star in a movie, they're not going to look at them and say, you were great in this independent movie that 3 people saw. They're going to look at them and say, are you a new discovery? Somebody who hasn't been in a lot of things. Maybe we need a fresh face. Or most likely, they'll say the other thing, which is, this person was in 3 movies that each made close to $1 billion. They're a safe bet for this project. If we're talking about independent movies, it's a little bit different. But if we're talking studio films, summer blockbusters, that's what we're dealing with here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just breaking down reality, babes.
Reality schmeality.
Oh my goodness, I love you.
It's only in Wix reality. But anyway, I think we're getting a little too down on the weeds here.
You're right, and I love you. And I'm sure that Sally Field and Kristen Chenoweth are going to be starring in the movie next summer, and it's going to cost $500 million. And won't make any money, but it'll confirm their place on the A-list. Oh my goodness.
Bubs.
What?
Really?
Yeah. It'll make $9 million. It'll have a $500 million budget, but it'll confirm their spot as A-list celebrities. Oh my goodness, I love you. Oh. You squeeze my naughty.
That's right. I'm trying to get it out so it doesn't hurt so much. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't mean to squeeze it that
hard. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I love you, babes.
Wow, it's really a big one.
It is a big one. Well,
A knot.
Yes.
In your shoulder.
Yes.
Let's get that straight, okay? It's not something else.
All right, babes. There we go, Jay. Whoa. Very good, Jaylo. You're messing with your hands.
I know.
Yes. So I'm enjoying the book.
Oh, good.
Yes. So many books to read, babes.
I still don't get why you have over 1,000+ books that you know you're not gonna ever you're not gonna finish. I'm not the kind of person that will have like a 1,000+ books on my wish list and then never get to them.
With me, it's probably closer to 3,000.
That's insane. You might as well just give it to somebody.
No, well, one, people are going to be getting a lot of books when I die. But, people who I know. But two, it's also like, I like reading. I like books. I think it's good to read.
I don't understand that.
Why?
Well, I mean, for sure you're not going to get through all your reading lists in your lifetime. I just get like 2 books at a time and read those and then move on.
Oh.
I know I'm not going to read all the books in the world. And that's why I don't have 1,000 books on my wish list.
But it's something to strive to. I may not get to all of them, but I could get to a percentage of them. And that's better than nothing.
Oh, you're weird.
You are too, and I love you. But I'm glad you're kind of reading Stephen King's book, 11/22/62.
Yeah, I'm interested to find out what happened with Mr. Jake Epping, which sounds like it didn't start very well. With his marriage and his wife leaving, and that he never cried for a while.
Well, I still love you, babes.
Yeah, I love you, bubs.
Yeah, these knots are killing me. I'm thinking of getting knot reduction surgery. I know a lot of people will put silicone in their knots and have them increase in size, but to me that just sounds painful.
Ow, why would you do that?
I don't know. So you could show off your knots.
Well, the easiest thing to do is to take maybe a Epsom salt bath.
Yes.
An Epsom salt bath, and if you want to smell like an old guy, you could put on some Bengay or Icy Hot.
That's right, babe.
Both of them have menthol. I think Bengay smells more menthol-ish, but they both smell like old men.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were telling me that the song Juicy from Notorious B.I.G. sampled like a Juicy Fruit commercial?
No. I think you got that confused.
Tell me.
The name of the song was called Juicy Fruit in the 80s.
Okay.
Apparently. But Juicy Fruit is, as we know, is a gum.
Yeah.
And they had Juicy Fruit. They had a Juicy Fruit commercial, but that's different than the song.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So it came out in 1983, and I have to find out... I believe it's called Juicy Fruit, but I have to find out who sings it again.
Oh?
Yeah.
Yes. I was barely alive back then, babes.
I know, you're just almost a year old.
Almost a year old there. Jaylo.
Yeah. It was interesting because I remember when I was 3 or 4 years old and I would take the bus to preschool and they would play like the 80s stuff that the kids were into at the time. Because there were some much older kids. They were like teenagers when I was really little.
And they're riding on the same bus?
Yeah, because they went to high school. They went to their high school, and I went to preschool. I wasn't just the only little kid on the bus.
Okay. I don't remember being in preschool and riding on a bus with teenagers. I remember being in preschool and riding on a bus with other little kids.
Yeah, and I wasn't the only little kid, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. But, they were listening to some interesting hip-hop that I actually liked.
In the early 80s, you got to
hear in the early 80s, yeah. I didn't know what they were, but they were good.
I didn't get to hear that stuff in the early 80s.
Well, because you were little, Bubs. You were baby.
Oh, okay.
You were the baby of the family.
That's right.
Baby.
And you were growing up fast there, little Jaylo.
I wasn't growing up that fast.
You were getting into trouble back then.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I got trouble from my preschool teacher, but that was just for a little thing.
Yeah, we're not going to mention that here.
My goodness.
Because, I think the statute of limitation has passed.
Bubs.
What?
It wasn't that bad.
Okay, I'm totally sorry.
Bubs.
And I love you.
You're making up stories again.
Oh my goodness. Why are you squeezing my foot?
Well, okay, your foot was just there. I don't know. I was just there.
Yeah, you have some violent tendencies, babes.
No, I don't.
Oh, I've noticed them.
I do not, Bubby.
Oh, Oh,
I do
sometimes
not.
you're violent towards me.
No, I'm not. Am I?
Sometimes, yeah.
No, what did I do?
Sometimes you'll just grab me and start squeezing.
Yeah, but you said that there are times where you said that you wanted me to put that much pressure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can massage my foot if you want. No, you can massage it, not tickle.
I'll do that later.
Oh my goodness, you can do it now.
Now.
I love you.
We're doing a podcast episode. Bub.
We are.
This isn't massage Rick's feet for an hour.
That would be fun though.
I already did that for an hour at the park.
Was it? No, it wasn't that long.
Okay, it wasn't that long, but no. it was still strange because you just took off your shoes and you're like, can you?
Today is our 1 week anniversary of the Blues Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So happy anniversary to us.
Okay.
Yes. I think next week we should celebrate with a cake.
No, that's a little bit weird, Bubs. We usually don't celebrate anniversaries of festivals.
That's a good point.
But our anniversary is coming up in a month.
That's right.
In almost a month. Actually, no, a little over a month now.
A little bit less.
Yeah, a little less than a month now. Yeah, and I'm still trying to think of what I'm going to get you.
And you had a colleague who had a birthday yesterday.
A colleague?
Yeah, what else would you call her?
A friend I knew in high school.
Uh-oh.
A colleague sounds like somebody I work with professionally.
That's true. And I still kind of know this person, but they've been kind of giving me the cold shoulder ever since I started talking about Alana Jaylo, which makes me think that there's more going on.
No, but she said some nice things about me, you said.
She did. And then when I said, hey, you should call her, here's her number.
And she never called me.
She never called you, and she stopped returning my messages. So I don't know what's going on.
When was the last time you messaged her?
Like, I don't know, like 2 years ago. And I said, hey, Alana would like it if you called her. And then, that's it. And now I'm on the outs. I'm on the blacklist.
The blacklist?
I think that's what they call it, right?
I don't know.
You're blacklisted.
Blacklisted, maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it was her birthday yesterday, and so was my aunt's birthday yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes. Your aunt who you don't talk to, the one who lives in New York.
My aunt that I barely ever talk to. Yeah, she's the one that lives on the East Coast.
Now, I want her to live forever. But assuming that
do you?
Yes, I do.
She will not live forever.
I'm saddened.
Oh my goodness.
Assuming I don't get my wish on this one though, and she passes away, God forbid, and it's before you, will you attend the funeral?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
My guess is no.
It would feel kind of strange because I didn't really know her very well. I don't really know her very well.
Yeah.
And the last time that I actually saw her in person was I think it was in 98. This was I think it might have been around Christmas time. She came to visit. So.
Did you two talk at all? Did you just say hi?
Kind of. Yeah, she was there. I believe she came over by herself.
Nice. Well, if you're
because
not there.
because my uncle wasn't there with her, so I think she came over by herself.
Do you know this uncle that well?
Not really. He was in a political office in the Philippines, but I think the last I heard he was sick.
Oh.
And I think by then they were no longer married anymore. I don't know if that's true. I don't quote me on that, but the last I heard he was sick, and I didn't really know him very well.
You're definitely not going to his funeral then.
If it already happened, I wasn't able to go.
Okay.
So I don't know. I really don't know.
Do you think she's ever going to get remarried?
I don't think so. I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know. But that had to be really hard because he was back in the Philippines, so and she's all the way in New York, so
that's weird.
That'd be hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, good for them. Jaylo.
Good for them.
You sound tired, babes.
A little bit.
We can speed this up a little.
No, I'm okay. I'm not falling aslep already.
Oh, good.
I'm still awake.
Yeah, we did sleep pretty well last night.
Well, I did.
I did too.
Yes.
I was pretty much out as soon as we said goodnight. I was trying to watch a YouTube video. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, I remember now. It was, as you know, I've been going down the Siskel and Ebert rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So I watched an interview from 1997, and it was Roger Ebert being interviewed by Tom Snyder.
Oh, the creepy one?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen any Tom Snyder anything, but you said he was creepy.
But he's also a very good interviewer too.
Is that when did Roger Ebert start getting sick?
He had a few like less serious bouts with cancer, but I believe when things got real was in around 2008.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
It's too bad. He lived a very interesting life.
Yeah, he did. I mean, judging by that documentary we saw, what is it called?
Life Itself.
Life Itself.
And it's based off of his book by the same name, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. And there were some funny stories, and there were some weird ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was really great that they were able to talk to his wife Chaz.
Yeah.
And I think that was his only wife that he was married to, I think.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seemed like they had a good relationship.
Yes. I was trying to see last night if Gene Siskel had any books on Bookshare. Because I've read some Roger Ebert stuff. But I never got into... I mean, I obviously watched the show. But I never saw if Gene Siskel wrote anything.
When did he die already? He did, right?
He died in 99.
Wow.
Early 99.
Wow. Before Ebert.
Obviously. Yeah, like over a decade before. We saw about it in the movie Babes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And then it had Ebert and Roper.
Yeah. I remember when Gene Siskel died. It was probably like mid-January of 1999, so I would have been 16 years old. And
or 17.
No, it was mid-January, Babes. My birthday is in December.
I know, but you would have turned 17, right?
At the end of 99.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. At the end of... Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it was my job, one of my chores as a kid, I was, what was I at that point? But was to take out the garbage, and on Friday I'm supposed to take the garbage container to the backyard.
Yep.
But maybe there was a slight possibility that I got really high that weekend and didn't do that.
Uh-huh.
And my mom came back and started yelling me, about it. Mm-hmm. So I did that, came back into the house, turned on the radio. I was listening to NPR, and they said Gene Siskel, movie critic, is dead at the age of 53.
Wow.
I was shocked by
That's super young.
Now, shocked is a strong term, because I remember about 6 or 7 months earlier, I was watching TV, and Siskel and Ebert, obviously, favorite of mine, tuned it in, and he was doing it by telephone because he had just had surgery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. On what?
His brain, Babes. Because he had a brain tumor.
Okay, wow.
That was in the documentary, Babes. They didn't say, this episode he was from the hospital, but they did talk about, them discovering the brain tumor.
I think I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I do not remember that, but I do remember that when Siskel was gone, Roper took over.
But first they tried a couple different people to see if they fit. I didn't like their dynamic as much because I felt with Gene Siskel, because they had been doing it for so long, and they were more like equals, so they could really get into it and argue with each other. But with Richard Roper and Roger Ebert, they would disagree, but it wasn't as heated and as contentious as it was with Gene Siskel, because Richard Roper rightfully knew that he wasn't the star of that show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's not his fault that it didn't work. Anybody else in that situation, I think would have had a challenging time doing it.
How long were they doing the show for, Siskel and Ebert?
Since the mid-70s, I think. Like 74, 75.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. But kudos to Richard Roper for at least, giving it a shot.
Wow, they did it more than 20 years.
That's right, Babes. You sound really tired.
I'm not.
Uh-oh.
It's because my head was on the pillow, too.
Uh-oh.
No, it sounds like they've been doing it been doing that show for 20 plus years.
Yep.
Wow.
And then he dies. Richard Roper comes along, and they do it for 5-10 more years. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
There we go.
So I was watching a Tom Snyder there, Jaylo.
I see. I should look him up because I don't know much about that guy.
Yeah, you do sound really tired, so we might just want to.
No, I'm not that tired, Bob. Why?
Oh my god, because you're yawning and you're like, oh, what happened, Bob?
Bubs.
Who we got, Bob?
Bubs.
And you know what's going to happen, babes.
What?
When I go home today, I'm going to get a call from you tonight saying, oh, Bob, I was really tired. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I took it.
Well, maybe I will take one. I don't know.
Oh, good. I love you, babes. I love my trigger. You do get triggered easily.
I get frustrated with you, Bubs. And you know I wouldn't do that with anybody.
Well, you shouldn't do it with me. You should keep it bottled up inside.
No way. You know that song, Don't Cry Out Loud?
No.
Just keep it inside and learn how to hide your feelings.
Oh.
It doesn't work with me, Bubs.
Oh, my goodness.
I have to let it out somehow.
It works when your mom's here. Although, no, I've heard you backtalk your mom a little bit.
Not really. I wouldn't consider it backtalking.
Your mom was going on your birthday about...
No, but I wasn't backtalking. I was just saying, can we talk about something else? Because we were talking about it a lot, and I wanted to kind of talk about, iPads or something else.
Yeah, because he just wanted to talk about Jesus and demons all day. And
oh, Bubs.
She did.
And I'm just like, and anyway, I don't like it when people try to dominate the conversation.
I don't either, babes.
Yeah. So I wouldn't call it back talking. I was just asking very politely, can we please move on to something?
But she got a little bit offended by that because she got up and just went into your bedroom and hung out here.
Yeah, I know. I know, but she just doesn't know when to. Anyway.
Yeah.
People don't know when to stop sometimes, and maybe I should have asked her a different way. But she and we didn't, and like I said, we didn't fight about it. So we didn't really fight about it. I understand why she was trying to do that, but at the same time, it was it kept going on and on and on, and I felt like I could have transitioned it better, but at the same time, she didn't have to leave.
Yeah.
She was reacting to it a lot. She was reacting to it more than she could have. She should have.
Okay, so you say that this isn't true. But my perception of your mom is that all she ever talks about is Jesus.
She doesn't talk about it
and
all
politics. The time. Okay, but you could see where I could get that perception, though, right?
Yeah, but I will say this: sometimes she brings it up at the most inopportune times.
Yeah, so it's fun to pick on your mom, but let's not necessarily do that right now. Yes, but now you know that I am a believer in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
No, you're not, and stop mocking.
Okay.
See, this is exactly why I get frustrated with you, Bubs.
Oh.
You mock.
I thought I was a believer. Apparently I'm not.
Mock.
You're playing with my knot.
Mock.
Okay, so here's a question for you.
Yes.
Now, obviously you think that people should believe in Jesus. But what do you think is better? Somebody who believes in Jesus and goes to church on Sundays, but they can also kind of live a regular life, and they follow the rules, but they're a little bit loose.
Assuming, yeah, but you're asking this question assuming that Christians are boring and they don't know how to have fun at all. I mean, that's what you're. This is exactly why I get frustrated with you, Bugs. Mock.
Ow. But or somebody maybe similar to your mom who all they talk about is Jesus and demons and that type of stuff.
Bubs, I don't know.
Okay. Ow! You squeeze that not pretty hard there, Jay. Oh! Ow!
Well, what I want to do also, Bubs, is I actually do want to get it out for you.
All right, give it one more good squeeze.
Okay.
Count 3, 1, 2, 3, go! One more.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go!
Okay, one more time, Bubs, and I promise you, hopefully this will make it feel better.
All right. No. Position it right. Okay. Right here on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh.
There we go.
All right.
Hopefully that starts to break up real soon.
Hopefully.
I don't like it when you get knots.
I don't like it either, babes.
Yeah,
Babes?
I don't like it.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't like it when I get those little knots in my shoulder too.
Very good, very good. And mine are big.
They are.
I'm surprised. I mean, it has to do something with the blues festival because I was standing all the time, but I didn't have my backpack on.
You didn't?
No.
Were you slouching?
No, I was standing pretty straight.
I mean, I know that when I was sitting on the towel, I felt like I was slouching, and it was very uncomfortable.
Oh, maybe I was slouching then.
I didn't have we didn't have any back support.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't like it when I don't have back support because it really isn't good for your back.
Yes. It was still worth going to the blues festival.
It was well worth it, and a lot of the people that we saw were just great.
Yes.
I mean, you know, top of the line greatness.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, babes.
Yeah.
We had dinner last night.
We did. It turned out pretty good.
It was this like rice, broccoli, carrot bake.
A rice, broccoli, potato bake, and it had carrots and sun-dried tomatoes also.
Yes.
It was really good.
Yes, it was.
And some really, really good cheese.
Very good, babes.
Cheddar.
And after that, we watched 2 movies.
Yes, we did. And both of which we have never seen.
We started off with the 1962 film Lolita.
Yes.
I had heard that this movie was super toned down because of the time. And that you don't really know what's going on between the 2 characters. I was very pleasantly surprised, even though the movie is very disturbing.
I thought the same thing too. I thought it was going to be a drama all the way through.
And it's more of a dark comedy than anything else.
Yeah, it is.
Which is kind of an odd take when you're talking about pedophilia.
I know.
But it worked in this movie.
I would like to give a brief synopsis of it if I can.
Okay, go ahead.
So, there's a woman named Charlotte Hayes who moves in this man named Humbert. I don't know what his last name is.
That's his last name, Humbert.
Humbert. I think it's pronounced Humbert. I'm not sure.
You might be right.
Humbert. Anyway, he's this British guy. He's a writer. He's been writing in his diary, and he's also trying to write a novel. So we don't exactly. Do you remember how they ended up meeting each other, or was that the first time that he met Charlotte?
I think he meets her when he comes to live at her place.
Yeah. Okay. So he lives at her place, and he finds out that Mr. Hayes has died, and Charlotte Hayes has said nothing but kind words about her husband, and that he was a very good man. He provided for them, and now he's gone, and she lives in this big house with her daughter. The house is called Ramsdale.
I'm going to read the book. I believe in the novel she's 12, but in the film they changed it to where she's more like 14.
That's still really, really disturbing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Mrs. Hayes, Charlotte Hayes, eventually introduces Mr. Humbert to Lolita, who's like twirling around in her bikini.
Yeah, this is fairly early on in the movie.
Fairly early on in the movie, he finds out that she is seeing this guy named Kenny.
They're just starting to
see each other.
Lolita
Yeah. Her name is Lolita.
Yep.
If you guys haven't figured it out yet. Anyway, so things kind of go on where Lolita is asked to stay over at a friend's house, where the parents were going to, or the parents were supposed to chaperone, but it's implied that they have an open relationship, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. I mean, they called it broad-minded.
Because they couldn't really say things because of the Hays Code, like we can talk about right now. But I'm assuming if you're an audience member going to watch this film in 1962, you could put it together.
Yeah. And she ends up not staying there, or at least she wasn't there for long. And she ditches the party and comes back and sees her mother and Mr. Humbird dancing together. And she's like, what's going on over here? And, and then Mr. Humbird saying, I think you've been too liberal with her. I mean, don't you think that you should know what she's doing? Do you think that it's proper that she's out?
Well, yes, and he said that before Lolita came home.
I know that.
Okay.
And I forgot that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm the one giving the synopsis. Okay, so anyway, things kind of go on by. I don't remember how long he's been living there, but he's sick in bed. The maid comes in. She gives him a letter from Mrs. Hayes and basically says, basically tells him, you're the love of my life, and I think you should move out because it would be really bad to have you here, and I'm in love with you anyway. And so he's laughing at this because it's obvious that he doesn't love her.
Oh.
Well, at least it seems obvious to us that he doesn't really love her that much. And he ends up marrying her.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny, actually. Would you like to...
Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's been writing about his passion for Lolita in his diary.
Yep.
And 12-year-old girls keep diary. Men keep journals. So it's in his journal.
Yeah, it's in his journal,
right?
Or whatever. Well, girls keep journals too.
They keep diaries, babes.
And journals.
Okay, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they do keep journals.
Okay, good. So, your girl Lolita is off at summer camp. The mom wants to send her away to boarding school after this.
So that they can be alone.
And, my man Humbird isn't really too keen on this idea. So, they get in a fight. She doesn't really know what's wrong. At one point, Lolita calls, and Humbird yells at the mom. It has to do with Lolita, but it doesn't have to do with her. Like, he doesn't say it, but we know as the audience that that's the real reason he's upset.
Yes, exactly. And Lolita hangs up.
Yeah.
So...
go ahead.
Okay, so Charlotte and Humbird get into this fight.
Yep.
And she ends up finding... it's because she ends up finding this... what?
No, they get into the fight because he started it. She leaves the room, finds his journal, and then things escalate.
I was going to say that...
Okay. You made it sound like the journal started the fight.
Ah!
You did. But keep going. I love you.
Really, Bubs? Really?
You did. And I love you. All right, give me a kiss.
No.
Yeah. Because I don't want to end up like, I guess you would be Humbird in this situation and I'd be the mom. So I don't want to end up like Shaw, dude.
No, but you're a lot level-headed than she was. She was kind of insane, actually.
Thank you.
Anyway, so she finds a diary or journal, whatever you call it, the book that he's writing in, and he's trying to convince her. He's trying to convince her that, hey, novelists write these kinds of things about what's going on in their life. I mean, that's what they do. And
sometimes they'll, just use these character names.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I'm going to make you a drink. You stay there. I'll make you a drink. And he's making her this martini. Doesn't know where she is. He's thinking that she's upstairs because she's upset.
She snuck out of the house, though.
Because he gets a call, snuck out of the house, ends up in front of a car, and the car runs over and she dies.
Yep.
He is told that, so he goes outside and realizes that she's dead. Lolita comes back.
No.
What?
She doesn't come back, babes.
No. I was trying to fast forward here.
Even if you fast forward, she doesn't come back.
Well, he picks her up. Okay, fine. Bubs, who's telling the synopsis?
All right, she comes back. Go ahead.
Maybe I should rephrase it so Rick over here doesn't keep bugging me. He picks her up from the summer camp.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I move on now?
Yes, you can.
He picks her up from the summer camp. And she's thinking, oh, we should go home. But he says, you know what? Your mother's not feeling well. Why don't we go to Leppington? I don't know what that place is. But I think...
Am I allowed to step in or no?
Yes, you can.
That's not what he says. He picks her up under the pretenses that her mom is sick and in the hospital and that they have to drive there. But it's going to take a while because it's a few towns away. Sorry.
Do you want to continue?
All right, you go ahead. I'll be quiet.
No,
you go ahead.
No.
I'm going to be listening, boy.
No. You can fill in the gaps because obviously you know it more than I do.
I'm going to be listening, boy.
I'm not very happy with you.
All right, I'm going to be listening, boy. Go ahead.
Okay. So, as Rick filled in, he picked her up under the and took her not back to the house, but under the pretense that, oh, your mom's sick, we should go to the hospital. But he says, you know what, we should travel on a little bit more because and she's not knowing what happened. Obviously, she is like, why don't I call the hospital to check on my mom at the gas station? And he's like, I don't, he's telling her, I don't know the number of this hospital. Why don't we go a couple towns over because it's going to take us a while to get to Leppington. And they end up checking into this hotel. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Fill in now.
All right.
Because you know you want to.
I do. There's a policeman's convention going on at one of the hotels. And we should also say earlier in the film, there was a man named Claire Quilty. And he's really good at taking on these characters, doing different voices and all this stuff.
Yes, very good.
So it's going to come up later. But your girl Lolita goes to bed. Humbert is waiting for this fold-out bed.
The cot.
Yes. The cot. He gets it. It collapses. But before it collapsed and before he got it, he had a conversation with this guy claiming to be a cop. But he's a little bit out there.
He is.
They go along their way. And Lolita really is thinking, well, why can't we just stop and call my mom? Mm-hmm. And then Humbert just says she's dead.
She's dead.
And the next scene is in the hotel room with her crying.
And she's crying. Funny. You thought it was funny.
You did too.
I kind of did because he just tells her matter-of-factly, like, your mother is dead in his British accent. And she doesn't even know how she died. She doesn't know where she died. She's dead. And she's like, it's not normal anymore. This is going to be, we don't have a home to go to. Go on, please.
Time goes by. They move to a city. And by now, they're in love with each other. Or at least he is with her. And they're dating each other and all that stuff.
It's kind of creepy, actually. Yeah.
It is kind of creepy.
It's very creepy.
It's very creepy. Side note, pedophilia is creepy. Note to self. Anyways. I was thinking of dirty work earlier this morning, babes. When you
note to self.
Get ass cream for the giant warts on my ass. Anyways, that is not this movie. They're seeing each other, but she's been hanging out away from home more and more.
And she's also been missing her piano lessons.
But he doesn't know that at first.
Yeah.
He knows that she wants to be in the school play. He doesn't want that, but a psychologist from the school comes.
A German psychologist.
Yes. Take it up, Jaylo.
So this German psychologist says, Mr. Humbert, and it's quite comical how he does it. Mm-hmm. And the weird thing that he said was, you need to. Well, first he asks him about his sex life, and then he goes, you need to lay off on her dating because you may think of your Lolita as a sweet little child, but the boys don't think so. I mean. They're looking at her curvature and all that, and and it's kind of creepy the way he said it. And he said, and I think that you should let her be in this play. I think it's important that you let her do that. Let her grow up a little bit.
She's in the play. He doesn't watch any of the rehearsals, comes there, talks to the piano teacher, who explains that she's been missing classes for the last month.
A couple weeks.
No, it's been a month.
Oh, okay, a month then.
Yep. And he gets a little bit upset.
Oh, very.
There's a yelling and screaming match. She runs out of the house, and one of the neighbors comes over.
The neighbor comes over and is like, you know what? There's been some people talking about you and your little girl. And, he's like, I know people talk. And they kind of, part ways. And he goes off looking for her.
Finds her. They go on the road. Humbert thinks that they're being tracked.
Because there's this car that's watching them, and then they stop at this gas station, and she's talking to the guy, and he's freaking out because he's literally taking her across state lines.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, who are you talking to? I'm thinking that the person you were talking to at the gas station was the guy that's been the person that's been following us.
One thing leads to another. Lolita ends up in the hospital.
Because she's got this fever.
Right.
This flu or whatever it was.
Humbert goes there. You could tell that he's sick too.
Yep.
And then he gets a call, basically asking about his sex life. He goes to the hospital to check her out. It turns out she left a few hours earlier. And his reaction is he's not very thrilled with this news.
She's like, where did she go? And he goes back to the hospital. They won't let him go into the room, and that he has to have permission from Dr. Key. And then things start going crazy when they try to get a hold of him. He starts choking the nurse. Things are not going well. And what happens after that, Bubs?
We assume that he went back to the house that the mom owned and gets a letter from her saying, hey, I need some money. I'm expecting a baby.
I'm married.
Yep. Tracks down the girl. She, is her old typical self around him, except she's got, the baby fat and whatnot.
And then she, what?
And then the husband comes in. She acts more innocent. He leaves, and then she breaks down life to Humbert.
And she basically said that I had a crush on Claire Quilty, and I was seeing him all this time when I was supposed to be at my piano lesson.
He's really good at disguise.
He's really good at disguises, and the German psychologist and the car that was watching us, everything like that. So I was in love with him, and while this was going on with us.
Yes.
And my husband thinks that you're my stepfather. He doesn't know anything else.
Humbert starts crying. She blows him off.
Well, Humbert starts crying after he told her that he wanted her to be with him officially.
Yep.
And she says, no, I can't do it to my husband. He's a really sweet guy. And I don't want, I destroyed a lot of things in my life, and I don't want to destroy this one. And then he starts crying, leaves her the check, and she says, well, we have to keep in touch then. I had to laugh at that one.
He goes to kill Claire Quilty, and that's the end of the movie.
And he kills Claire in the beginning of the movie, and that was leading up to it.
Yeah, then they kind of circle back to it, which is really interesting because Claire makes a reference to Spartacus, which I believe was the first film that Stanley Kubrick directed.
Yeah. So I think both of them should have been in prison.
Oh, I agree, by the way.
Because both of them were really creepy. I kind of think that the reason why Lolita was going after these guys was because it seemed to me like her mom's parenting was so unstable.
Yes. And
the mom was so lonely that it seemed like she was going to throw herself at any guy. But I guess she didn't. She threw herself at Humbert. But it sounded like if she had the opportunity, she would throw herself at anybody.
We get the impression that she was with many men in between Lolita's father and meeting Humbert.
Uh-huh.
This film is creepy, but it's also a classic.
I gave it a strong 7 because of the creepiness. I would have given it a higher grade, but it was well done. It was really funny, actually. There was some really funny parts, but also at times very creepy.
I'm surprised your rating was that low, considering it seemed like you were really into the movie when we were watching it.
I was. I'm not saying I wasn't, but just because of the creep factor, I had to give it a lower grading.
I give it close to a 9. I think this film was excellent.
Yeah.
It's exceptionally good, much better than I was expecting.
Because we both thought it was going to be an entire drama.
Yeah. And not only that, I wasn't sure how far they were going to take it with the actress who played Lolita and, Humbert in the movie. I thought it was just going to be, it's implied and it's really watered down. And of course, I should have known Stanley Kubrick directed it, so they're going to do some stuff. Things are going to be implied in a very strong way, rather. I want to read the book.
I was creeped out when you told me that Lolita in the book was supposed to be 12.
I believe so.
Really creepy.
No, that's what I've heard. Excuse me, having not read it, though.
Yeah. And I know that when we hear now about men kidnapping and raping little girls that are definitely not, definitely under 18, they call the girls Lolitas, or yeah, because the guy is after the younger girl.
Yeah.
It's a creepy thing to think about.
It is.
It really is.
And there's a case in the news. It's a little bit different, but some dude who seems like a real perv was living in Portland and went across to Canada and kidnapped a 13-year-old girl.
And she was missing for
10 days.
10 days, and he already violated her.
Apparently, what I heard on the news is he was also a volunteer with KBOO, which is a very cool community radio station. But he was fired for doing some program with highly sexualized content.
I wonder if he was talking about pedophilia.
Well, that I don't know, babes.
That is just so creepy. I just don't get it. It's just gross to me. But
that's to say that these issues keep coming back in our society.
Yes, it does. But then you hear about female teachers that have been taking advantage of young boys. Mm-hmm. And that's creepy too. Like the Mary Kay Letourneaus of the world. And, she ended up marrying the child that she preyed upon, which is even creepier to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these themes of child sexualization are still prevalent in our society.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it is so disturbing to me, the whole child sex slavery, sex trafficking. You might as well call it slavery because that's what it is. It's really what it is. They are catering to the needs of older men. It's just gross. Mostly older men.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Good movie, though.
Good movie. I wonder what I don't know if the girl who played Lolita is still around. I think James Mason is gone now, right?
Yeah. But we could probably find some interviews with them online.
But I wonder what they thought about that issue now that we're seeing it talked about a lot more.
Well, I think James Mason died a while ago, before Me Too.
Yeah. So I wonder how the actress felt about it.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Very, very well done film, though.
It is very well done. It's definitely different for 1962.
Yeah. And I think you needed somebody like Stanley Kubrick to make something like this happen.
Yeah, I don't really have a desire to see the Jeremy Irons one.
No.
I don't know. That might actually be a drama.
That's one. It probably is, because even though we didn't have Me Too in 1997, times had changed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not that interested in seeing it, and it's probably not as good as this one. But again, I do want to read the book.
Do you think, I don't know how to phrase this question without it sounding really creepy.
Go ahead.
Do you think that the girl who played Lolita's character,
yeah,
do you think that she got a thrill by playing both these men?
Absolutely. The character did. And that's standard in life. There will be women of a lot of different age groups that'll do that. But if somebody's under 18, yeah, they may get a thrill out of it, but that doesn't excuse you pursuing them.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
They should know that you shouldn't do that to men, but at the same time the men should be the adults that would say, you know what, I'm not going to deprive you of your innocence.
Yeah. And here's the thing, you can make the argument, well, she wasn't that innocent already. Well, maybe, but that's not your choice to make.
Exactly, because she doesn't know any, she is she's not grown up yet.
Yeah, so she may have had sex, and she may know what an orgasm is like, but she doesn't necessarily know the real life consequences that come around with sleeping from somebody who's that different from her, as far as age goes and maturity.
I think in some ways she has to face the consequences with the ending of it.
Absolutely.
But she shouldn't be blamed for what happened to her.
Right.
Like even if it was a 17-year-old person, a 17-year-old girl that was playing boys or trying to steal people's boyfriends or whatever, she needs to know the consequences of that. But at the same time, she also needs guidance to say, you don't do that to anybody. You don't do that to any girl. You don't try to and I'm saying this because of experience. Like, I knew somebody like that, and I think I told you about it.
Okay.
But you don't play with people's emotions.
No,
it's just not right.
No.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this film to your family? If so, what's the elevator pitch?
I guess I would recommend it, number one, because these issues are happening today, but a lot more rampantly. Number two, this is a movie that I heard about but never saw, and it's a classic. And I think they would find a lot of it funny, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Does watching Lolita make you want to see any more films directed by Stanley Kubrick?
Possibly. I heard he was a really good director.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I heard that a lot of his films were very good.
I want to show you at some point Full Metal Jacket. That's a really good movie that he did.
And when did that come out?
I want to say 86 or 87.
What is that one about?
It's kind of like two movies in one, but it's basically about these, well, the first half of it, these, I guess, young men are training to become soldiers. And it's about their experience in the actual, camp. Getting their skills up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the recruits is just being mentally tortured by the staff sergeant. And it's about what happens with that. And then it's about what happens when some of these characters go off to Vietnam.
That sounds really intense.
It's a good movie, though.
But I heard good things of about Stanley Kubrick's movies. I know that we talked about The Shining and that there was some controversy with how he may have treated Shelley Duvall.
Oh yeah.
And then too bad for Shelley Duvall, because you can find an interview with her and she is just off the rails crazy.
Oh.
Off the rails, not making any sense. She's slurring her words. She's a lot old. She seems a lot older than what she is, and she's not the woman that you see on Fairy Tale Theater, because she used to host Fairy Tale Theater.
Oh,
I think she did, yeah.
And one day, the fairy tale, the fairy stars of the theater decided they didn't know the history, and they decided to invite Stanley Kubrick onto the set to do an episode with her.
Oh wow!
No, I don't know if that happened.
So I mean, it's sad, because I remember watching her when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's sad to see her now. She's not the same Shelley Duvall like everybody remembered.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll watch some more Stanley Kubrick movies there, Jay. Well, I do want to see Eyes Wide Shut. I've seen parts of it, but that's his last movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then what happened? And then he died?
He died like a month or two before it came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Do you know what the premise of it is?
All I really know is that they're like upper class people who go through these weird sexual experiences.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is kind of daring when you think about all the rumors about Tom Cruise and the time when it was made, when he was just this big movie star. Not that he's not now.
And then
but he didn't have to do challenging roles.
There was rumors that he was infertile. I heard about that. There was rumors that he was infertile and he couldn't give Nicole Kidman a baby.
Oh.
And that they adopted. So, I don't know.
I have a copy of the movie. I just never watched it.
Oh.
From beginning to end.
Okay.
I think one time I tried to, but I might have been stoned at the time.
Oh my goodness.
This was like maybe 2000, babes.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh my goodness. I kind of liked Far and Away. It was kind of a weird movie, but
yeah.
They all had Irish accents in it. It was interesting.
He's on some good ones, babes.
Far and Away, yeah.
Yes.
Good movies, crazy person.
Yeah.
And we can all appreciate Crazy Cruise.
Well, we can separate the person from the artist.
Yeah, we can. We can separate the person from the artist.
And it's also the person that we think we know. Because, yeah, it's easy to say he's a Scientologist, or there's that one episode of Oprah where he came off as insane.
Yeah,
but
those over the couch, yeah.
Those are snapshots from his life. It's possible that if we actually met Tom Cruise and hung out with him, he probably has some nutty beliefs, but he could still be a cool person.
And he didn't seem like a very nice person in Rain Man for a while.
But that's also a character.
But he's also a character. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I mean, we can say that, but we don't really know this guy.
I'm usually good at separating the artist from the person. Like, I'd much rather be around Tom Cruise than Mel Gibson. Now, having said that, I'd much rather watch a Mel Gibson movie because I think he's more talented as a filmmaker.
I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Even though he's off the, scales racist, Mel Gibson.
He's anti-Semite.
And he hates black people.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got to get some therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Therapy.
And who knows, maybe he is in therapy. What if, after that, racist tirade he did, babes, he went into therapy and, he's been cured for years, but nobody knows it? You know what I mean?
And he occasionally goes off the rails?
No, but what if he's figured out his problems, but just nobody wants to believe it because he was so unchanged?
Well, and then everybody makes fun of that time when he's on the phone to his ex-girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. What if that led him to go to therapy after listening to those voicemails?
I don't know. Maybe it could have helped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't heard much from Mel Gibson in a while.
He's in some movies.
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything recently.
2-time Academy Award winner.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. That's what he is, babes.
Uh-oh.
2-time Academy Award winning racist Mel Gibson.
I think he was a lot more I think that he was a lot more likable when he was still married to his wife then.
Well, yeah, he was keeping it under wraps.
He was keeping under wraps, I guess. He was, he looked like a good family man and all that. And then everything just started to go downhill there.
That's right, babes.
I did.
Well, we can admire the movies, if not the person.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to say about Lolita?
No, but now stop it.
What? I love you. Does watching the movie make you want to read the book?
I don't know if I want to read it.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to get creeped out even more.
Okay, that's fair.
But if you read the book and you say it's good, then maybe I might read it. Who wrote it again?
I don't remember.
I have to check on that.
Yes.
Do you know where you can find it?
I probably have a copy of it, but I'm assuming that it's also on Bard and Bookshare because it is considered a classic.
Well, if you read it, you let me know if you like it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll decide if I'm going to read it. It just sounds really creepy.
Yes. Babes.
Yep.
Roger Ebert said that Breaking Away was one of the best movies of the 1970s. I saw this review on YouTube earlier this week. And I did some research online, find out that it's currently on HBO Max, which is a service that you know that I love.
That's right.
And we also watched Lolita on it.
Yes, we did. So
I'm like, why not? Let's check this thing out. It's good, but it was a little bit too overhyped by that.
It was
It's definitely worth watching.
There's some funny things in it, but it didn't really blow me away.
Yeah.
It wasn't like laugh out loud funny from beginning to end like the Naked Gun movies. Mm-hmm. The Naked Gun movies, you can expect laughter for the entire movie.
Yeah, at least with the first two.
The first two were great. But this one, not so much. I understand that they're trying to pay homage to Indiana, and that's great. But it could have been a little bit more funnier.
I'll give the basic recap, and I'm going to make it faster than Lolita.
Yes.
Because I can tell you're getting tired.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
How?
You're yawning a lot. You're a little bit lethargic, you know.
Do I look lethargic?
Yep, and you're babbling, and, you know.
I'm not babbling.
Oh, you're not? Okay, good.
If I was babbling, I'd be like...
And you might be suffering from hypothermia, too. But
to be in cold weather.
Well, I love you.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyways, it's based in Indiana.
Yes.
There's a kid named Dave. He has a group of friends called the Cutters.
Yep.
They're kind of the outlaw crew. He's graduated from high school.
Bloomington High.
Yeah, but has spent the last year basically studying Italian culture.
Because he has this Italian bike.
Yeah, and the mom is really cool with it. The dad is upset.
Oh, he's more than upset. He's like, I don't like ID food, or I don't, why are you calling me Papa? I don't know. I didn't like the dad in the beginning. I really didn't. I thought he was a jerk.
I hear you, and I partially agree. I would make the argument that Dave is also a little bit of a douchebag.
Yeah, Dave was weird. He kind of went off the rails weird.
When he goes up to that girl at the campus.
Catherine.
And he pretends that he's a foreign exchange student.
And then he starts calling her Caterina.
Yeah. That's a little bit too much.
And then he talks about missing his parents in Italy, having a big family. And she's like, no, I don't miss my parents. I tried to get away from them as far away from them as possible.
Mm-hmm. One day, Dave gets something in the mail, and he finds out that the Italian team is coming to his city to compete in this bike race.
Yep.
So he thinks, good, this is great. He rides his bike more. He's very excited. And there's a point in this movie where he comes into the house, and Dad's like, okay, you gotta get a job. So he goes to work with the dad at his used car dealership, which is great.
Yep.
He starts writing these Italian words on the cars. A young man comes by who the dad sold a bad car to earlier in the film, and Dave gives him the rebate.
The refund.
The dad is freaked out by this and has a medical emergency.
He has to rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And eventually there's another time where Dave comes back crying.
Yep.
And the dad's like, I wanted you to be upset, but not like this. The dad slowly starts to come around to his son. They find some sort of understanding. And then he starts to root for his kid to succeed.
Yep.
There's a day of the big race. Dave's doing awesome.
Yep.
The Cutters are on top of the world. But Dave falls off the bike.
And then another kid, one of his friends jumps on his bike.
He's doing okay, but then he falls off.
Yep.
Dave comes back to the bike, has his feet taped to the pedals.
Yep.
Goes off, is behind now, but he manages to win the race. The dad is there, and he's proud of his kid. And then later on, we see Dave talking to this girl and them going off to bike, and the dad looking back on them. That's where the movie ends.
I think was that before Catherine left?
What?
Remember when Catherine told Dave that she was leaving to go to Italy?
Yeah.
Was he talking to her?
He talked to her, and then I think some other girl came along.
Yeah.
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 At the end of the movie.
Okay.
And Dave's mom is pregnant now. from Dave's dad, we assume.
And they're older.
Yeah.
They're older. They're like middle aged.
There's this trend in things, mainly since the 90s, where older women have to become pregnant in sitcoms, especially. Like there's this obsession with writers in sitcoms of the 90s of how can we make sure that this old couple has another baby? I mean, you notice that. You know that I'm not lying about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not with every sitcom I saw in the 90s, but it is kind of strange.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of strange. But they do that.
A lot. No, there are some exceptions. Like, I don't think Home Improvement, did they have another baby?
No, they didn't. In fact, Jill had to have a hysterectomy.
Nice.
Yeah, so she wanted to have another kid, but something happened and she had to have a hysterectomy.
But they did it on Step by Step, Roseanne. Family Matters, you're telling me they adopted a kid.
They adopted he was older than, he wasn't a baby, but he was an older kid.
Married with Children, they almost did that. They were going to do that, but Katie Seagal had personal issues.
I think did she lose a baby?
She had a daughter who was stillborn.
So
but
sad. She lost a baby.
Peg was pregnant on the show up until that point. And they thought it might be too hard for her to be around a baby at that point.
Yeah,
so
that's really sad.
They wrote it as a dream sequence.
Yeah.
I don't like that. To me, it's boring writing, and they even affected my beloved Deep Space Nine with this garbage.
Oh, because Cassidy was pregnant.
Yeah, and on the Golden Girls, B. Arthur got pregnant.
Actually, no, nobody got pregnant on the show, Bubs.
Oh, that's good.
No, they were too old, Bubs. They already went through menopause.
Good. I was wondering.
They're already grandmas.
I wonder on the show maybe the executives thought let's see how stupid our audience.
Nobody got pregnant because they were already grandmas, and Dorothy was the only one that got remarried.
Nice, to Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, that was Blanche's uncle, which is kind of strange.
And nobody got pregnant on the Golden Palace either, which was a spinoff.
I think it was only on for a season. I didn't see it.
Nice.
Did you see it?
I saw episodes of it, but
So was it Blanche and Sophia and Rose then?
Yeah, Dorothy had left the show, and they start a hotel, and I believe Cheech Marin is on it with some other dude.
Okay, I didn't watch it, so I don't remember watching it at all.
Yeah, and Cheech Marin gets Estelle Getty pregnant on the season finale, but
they were
then
old.
the show was canceled.
They were older, Bubs.
I may have made that up.
I think Estelle Getty was like probably in her 50s by then.
Oh.
Yeah, she was old.
Yeah.
They were already grandmas by that time.
Well, good. And they did that on other shows too, like Growing Pains. They had a kid.
Oh yeah, they did.
Family Ties, which I guess is more 80s, but they had a kid.
Yeah, The Growing Pains was like mid 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, and the other thing too that that I don't like, they can't even commit to that storyline because they have a kid, and the next episode the kid's like 12 years old.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean.
Bub.
Am I correct?
No, I don't care.
What happened? I know
on The Fresh Prince they did that, but it doesn't bother me.
But they also did that, babes, on Family Ties.
Yeah, they did that on Family Ties.
And they did that on, what's that show with Leonardo DiCaprio, Growing Pains?
No.
Yes, they did.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about the premature
with
aging.
Chrissy.
Yeah, with Chrissy.
That doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you.
It gets to me.
It doesn't bother me at all, actually.
Now, with the step-by-step kid, was it one of those things to where they take her home and sees a baby, and 3 episodes later she's getting ready for college? Or what?
No. She was a little girl.
Oh, they did make her into a little girl.
She was a little girl.
So they skipped the baby years.
No, she was a baby.
Okay.
But she was, she was still a little girl.
Explain
after a few episodes.
After a few episodes, they turned her into a little girl.
Right. It wasn't like she was a teenager.
Okay, but they did some premature aging.
Bubs.
What?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
It doesn't matter to me.
It does to me.
This is why I think you take this stuff way too seriously.
Why is that?
Because it's like, I don't care about the premature aging thing. I don't even care about the baby thing, even though it's kind of weird. It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you. I mean, you could gripe about it for half an hour if it's...
They did it on Roseanne. Then I don't think they did the premature aging thing on Roseanne. Though.
No, they didn't. He was still a baby.
They did the opposite though. They did the kid doesn't get that much older though with Roseanne because your girl Darlene had the baby.
Her baby, yeah.
Like 30 years later, the baby's only like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Strange. And then not that, and then her son is just a few years younger than the daughter, which you don't hear about.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear about the daughter. And then
that actually kind of makes sense considering it was like the last season of the show of the original run of it when she had the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't endorse this. I can't.
Movie?
Well, I can't endorse this. We have to have these old people have kids and do some funky stuff with their aging process.
They did that in Father of the Bride 2, which I did think was weird, actually.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, Annie was having her son in the next room, and the mom was having the daughter in the next room.
Of course, it's uncreative writing. It's just not that creative.
That was weird to me.
Yeah.
That I will agree. That was really, really weird. But
it's lazy writing.
You didn't see the second one.
No, because it sounded like it was going to be lazy writing.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
Okay.
It's okay, but
I'm just glad that they didn't do that on Empty Nest.
No, they didn't. Well, actually, I think
the daughter had a kid, but they didn't do the premature aging.
Okay, I didn't watch all the episodes, but I did read that Carol had a son.
Yeah, but I don't think they made him like 10 the next episode. And also, like, it's not like Harry impregnated the girl who worked in the office, Laverne or whatever her name is.
He was an old guy, though.
Yeah, but
Laverne was already married.
Was she? I don't remember that at all.
That was that was a earlier episode in the first season or so.
Wow.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a problem with a lot of family shows.
I did like Laverne.
Keep it with the original characters. If you're gonna expand, have somebody get married, have one of the kids have a kid, maybe.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't matter.
What are we doing here, babes? Come on.
What are we doing here? You're the one who got us into the weeds, bub.
Okay, you did, and I love it.
But I would give this movie just I think I would say a 7, but it's just a 7. It's not any higher, and I wish it were funnier.
I agree with you. I actually think that Roger Ebert did a little bit of a disservice to this film, placing it so high on this list. Like, if he had just given it a thumbs up and said it's a really good movie, people should check it out, that's one thing. But saying it's one of the 10 best films of the 1970s, you're setting people's expectations way too high. Now, also in his defense, he probably didn't know when he said that at the end of 1979 that weirdos like us would be watching that review in 2022.
Weirdos like us?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think we're that weird.
Okay. You know what I mean, though.
You're kind of weird.
Oh, so are you.
Oh.
But you know what I mean, babes.
Yeah. But I would have to I would for sure agree with you that this movie was definitely overrated.
Yes.
Overhyped.
Very good, babes.
Very good.
Would you recommend it to anybody?
No.
Wow, okay.
Well, I mean, it's okay if you want to watch a comedy where you don't have to think about anything.
Yeah, it's good, but it's just not great.
No, it's not laugh out loud funny like the 2 first Naked Gun movies.
Exactly.
Where everything is just hilariously funny.
Yes. Very good, babes.
Especially what happens to Nordberg.
Yes. Lady Killer Nordberg.
Oh my goodness. It's funny when he gets run over by that bus.
He slides under it and gets caught as it's like going to Detroit, I think. And then he calls a Leslie Nielsen, and Leslie Nielsen's like, "What are you doing in Detroit?" Those movies are excellent.
So how are the children? We had no children. And the burglar sings The Way We Were as he's burgling Priscilla Presley's house, Jane's house, I think.
Her apartment.
Her apartment with all the animals.
Yep.
And then and she's in the shower singing The Way We Were, and he's singing with her.
Oh my goodness. Great movie, babes.
Great Naked Gun movies.
Yes. Have you recommended those films to your family?
No, I haven't. It's possible they may have seen them already. The Naked Gun ones.
It's possible.
I don't know if I would recommend this one.
Yeah.
They can watch it if they like, but it's just not funny. It's just not really that funny.
I laughed. I thought there was some good stuff in it. I just thought it was overhyped.
There is.
Yeah.
Well, just like, It's a Mad World, I think, was funnier.
Yeah.
But it could have been a lot funnier, again, as we've said, if it was a little bit shorter.
Exactly.
But this one just wasn't as funny.
It was okay. Babes. Yes.
Not great.
Yes. Jaylo.
Yes.
Maybe we should start wrapping this up. And before we stop, did you have any dreams last night? I did not, but I'm wondering about you.
I did have a dream, and it was really weird. And I told you about this, but this is really strange. I had a dream that I was back in college again, which is odd because I've had many a school dream before. And I had a conflict with a math class and a flute class, which is weird, of all the things that I could have conflicts with. So I thought to myself, I don't think my flute teacher would mind that I have to go to a math class for about 30 minutes. And I believed in my dream that she knew that these classes were in conflict with each other. So I went to the math class for 30 minutes, and I'm like, oh, it's over. Thank goodness. And then I go to my flute class, and somebody kind of finds me and walks to the class with me, and she says, do you two have permission to be here? And the guy who found me, I think, worked at the school. And he says, well, she is a flutist like all of you, and she is in this class, and, she was later. Whatever he said, I forgot what it was for the most part. And they're sitting on the floor, and my teacher says, well, what happened? I said, well, I had a math class to go to for about 30 minutes. And she says, you were supposed to go here. And she got mad at me, and I'm thinking, didn't she know that I had a conflict?
Oh, my goodness.
She should have known that.
Yes.
And I woke up.
Very good, babes.
And in the dream also, somebody was saying, she didn't do anything wrong. And
nice.
I woke up.
Nice.
It was a weird dream. Yes. Why would I have a conflict with my math and flute class?
I don't know, babes.
When I have no plan to take any math classes in the near future.
Nice.
It's very strange.
One last question for you, Jaylo.
Yes.
Oh, I say that now, but we'll see.
Yeah.
What self-love exercises, if any, do you plan to practice this week?
I don't know. There is some things that need my attention. Bills need to be paid and all that. But, things need to be cleaned, things need to be laundered, whatever. But I don't have any quote-unquote self-love activities.
Nice.
What do you plan for this to do this week?
Exercise more, and just try to be more present. Maybe not try to be more present. Read. Get some books in this week.
Yeah, I'm planning to get farther in my book.
Nice.
That I'm reading.
Very good, babes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So, and we're gonna have a couple of hot days.
Yeah, but we might go to a concert, free one, on Tuesday afternoon. We're gonna see about that tonight if little Jaylo's up to it.
Okay.
Yes. Well, babes, is there anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, give me a kiss and then you can kick me out.
Oh, okay. I'll kiss you and be like, okay, now get out. No.
Oh my goodness.
Bubs.
What? All right, give me a kiss, babe.
Give me a kiss for
all
real.
Right,
no
jokes.
No weird sounds.
Okay, and don't joke because I've been trying to be serious this whole relationship.
No, you haven't.
And I don't appreciate laughter.
Half of the jokes are the ones that you make.
Those are only the good ones, babes. All right, now give me a kiss. Oh, you did the farting noise this morning, babes, when you were kissing me?
Oh, my goodness.
And so I brought back the Southern Man.
Oh.
What did you think of my commentary about how as the Southern man has a Bible with the Confederate flag on the cover.
Bubs. Who has that? I don't know anyone who has a Bible like that, Bubs.
Okay, good.
Bubs.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
You're being ornery this morning.
No, I'm being what? Give me a kiss.
No.
Yeah, kiss the
Okay,
good boy.
one more. And I just want to say for the record, even though we get into little what do you mean? What we say, disagreements, we still love each other at the end.
That's right.
Anyway.
All right, bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.